Namaste. Having traversed the profound teachings of all 10 major Upanishads in the preceding weeks, we now arrive at a crucial juncture, synthesizing their timeless wisdom into actionable insights for the present generation. This Sunday, I present to you a distilled essence of Upanishads, what we may aptly term the Ten Commandments for the modern era. Unlike the usual 10-minute discourse, this week's message will extend to approximately 20 minutes, allowing us the depth and space to truly appreciate and internalize these eternal truths. I urge you to recognize its value, preserve this wisdom, pass it on to the younger minds at home, and save it on your desktop for future reflection. These teachings are interpreted with the contemporary analogies and metaphors designed to resonate with the challenges and aspirations of today's world. I now unveil 10 enduring messages from the Upanishads, illuminated through modern parallels to inspire reflection and guide the integration of these ageless truths into fabric of your daily life. As I narrate these versions from the Upanishads, I humbly acknowledge the possibility of pronunciation errors due to my limited proficiency in Sanskrit. I request your understanding and urge you to focus on the essence of the meanings and analogies I offer, which are intended to help you grasp the profound truths embedded in these slokas. We'll start with Tattvamasi. Imagine a drop of water in the ocean. The drop might feel insignificant, but when it merges with the ocean, it becomes part of something vast and limitless. Just like this drop, we may feel separate from the universe, but in reality, we are one with it. Understanding this oneness brings liberation and peace as we stop seeing ourselves as isolated entities but as integral parts of the grand divine cosmos. Consider a smartphone with numerous apps. Each app seems independent, but the phone's operating system is what connects and powers them all. In the same way, the seemingly separate individuals are interconnected through the universal consciousness. Recognizing this oneness helps us function as a more harmonious society, just as all apps work together through one unified system. And Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. A seed is buried in the earth, small and seemingly insignificant. But when nurtured properly, it can grow into a towering tree with vast branches and roots. Similarly, we have infinite potential within us, but we must nurture it through self awareness, knowledge, and discipline. When we do so, we can unfold our divine greatness. Think of hidden gem buried deep within the earth. It appears to be just a rock, but when unearthed, it reveals its true priceless form. Similarly, each person holds an infinite potential within, waiting to be uncovered. When we tap into our innate abilities, we become powerful beyond measure, transforming the world around us. And Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Brahman is truth, knowledge, and infinity. In today's fast paced world, information is abundant, but true knowledge is often clouded by distractions. Imagine trying to find your way through a dense fog. Only by reaching the clarity of truth can you see the path ahead. Just as a beacon of light pierces through fog, eternal truth and wisdom guide us through life's confusion, leading us to our higher purpose. And in today's digital age, we have access to limitless information, but not all information is valuable or true. Imagine you are fishing in a vast ocean. You will need to cast your net wisely to catch the valuable fish. Likewise, pursuing eternal truth requires discernment to separate fleeting, shallow knowledge from the deeper, infinite wisdom that leads to real fulfillment. And Atmanam Vidhi, that is, know thyself. A person trying to fix a car might follow instructions, but if they don't understand how the engine works, they will only apply superficial fixes. Similarly, without self awareness, our efforts in life remain superficial. To master life, we must first understand who we truly are. Only then can we operate with purpose of wisdom. And imagine a gamer playing an intricate video game. To win, they must understand the rules, the strengths and weaknesses of their avatar. If they don't understand their character, they will lose. Similarly, if we don't understand our true nature, we remain lost in the game of life. Self awareness unlocks our ability to navigate the challenges and reach our highest potential. And then comes Sarvam Kalvidham Brahma. That is, imagine an artist who paints a masterpiece on a canvas. Every stroke, every color is a part of the whole. In the same way, the universe is a masterpiece where every element, every being is a divine part of the greater whole. By recognizing the divine in all, we gain respect for every aspect of existence, every aspect of existence, seeing it as sacred and interconnected. And think about a piece of technology like the internet. At first glance, it may seem like a collection of random data, but every piece of information connects to a larger purposeful network. In the same way, every person, place, or thing in the universe might seem distinct, but they are all connected by the divine essence, contributing to the grand design of the universe. And then comes Ishavasimidam Sarvam. Think of a symphony orchestra where every instrument, no matter how small, contributes to the grandeur of music. If one instrument goes out of tune or out of rhythm, the entire performance is affected. Just like the orchestra, the universe operates in harmony with the divine order. And we must live in time and in tune with it to create a harmonious life. And consider a group of dancers performing in sync to piece of music. If one dancer deviates from the rhythm or pattern, the performance falters. Similarly, when we align ourselves with the divine order or rhythm of the universe, we contribute to the harmony and beauty of the existence. But individually and collectively, we have to. And Nayamatma Balahinena Labhya. The self cannot be realized by the weak. A mountain climber must build physical and mental strength to reach the summit. The climb is arduous, but The view from the top is worth every struggle. Similarly, spiritual growth requires inner strength, resilience, and dedication. The more we fortify ourselves with knowledge and discipline, the closer we come to realizing the truth. And think of a person attempting to lift a heavy weight. Initially, they may struggle, but with the training and perseverance, they gain strength. Similarly, realizing the ultimate truth and growing spiritually requires consistent effort, resilience, and the fortitude to confront challenges head on. The stronger we grow, the more capable we are of grasping deeper truths. And we are coming to the eighth major mantra from the Upanishad. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. That is whole and this is whole. Imagine a puzzle piece. It seems small and disconnected on its own, but once placed correctly in the puzzle, it completes the whole picture. In the same way, every individual, when they recognize their connection to the larger whole, finds their place and purpose in the vast universe. The journey is about embracing the infinite, now and for it is the part of you. And in the same way that a puzzle piece fits into a larger puzzle to complete the picture, we too must understand that we are part of something much bigger than ourselves. The more we recognize this interconnectedness, the more we find meaning and fulfillment in the collective purpose of life. Each individual, like a single piece of puzzle, contributes to the entire masterpiece. And comes the ninth sloka from the Upanishad, Anando Brahma, that is, bliss is Brahman. Consider a person chasing fleeting pleasures, luxury, fame, and possessions. Though they may feel temporarily joy, it is short lived. However, someone who connects with the spiritual essence experiences lasting happiness, like a calm, deep ocean compared to a fleeting wave. True bliss is found not in worldly acquisitions, but in spiritual realization and inner peace. And lastly, asato ma satgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityor ma mridam gamaya. So, lead me from the unreal to the world, real, from darkness to the light, from death to immortality. Imagine being lost in a maze. The walls seem solid, but as you begin to understand the path, you realize it was all an illusion. Stepping out of the maze, you find the vast, open world beyond. Similarly, life often presents illusions, ego, desires, and attachment. But through spiritual wisdom, we transcend them and awaken to the real eternal truth. Imagine navigating through a foggy night. At first, everything feels uncertain, but as you walk towards a distant lighthouse, the fog clears and you can see clearly. Life often presents illusions that cloud our perception, but when we seek truth and light, we transcend those illusions and see the world as it truly is, a place of infinite possibilities and divine purpose. In an age marked by rapid technological advancements, instant gratification, and an overwhelming tide of distractions, it is paramount for the present generation to pause, reflect, and recognize the unparalleled value embedded within the ancient wisdom of the Upanishads. These sacred texts, born out of centuries of contemplation and profound insight, offer not mere philosophical musings, but timeless truths that resonate with an eternal relevance. They are not relics of a bygone era, but the very compass that can guide us towards spiritual awakening, intellectual clarity, and holistic growth in the face of modern challenges. And the Upanishads, in their sublime depth, call upon us to transcend the limitations of transient worldly pursuits and embrace a path of self realization. They teach us that the true purpose of life lies not in external accumulation or superficial success, but in the profound understanding of our divine essence and our interconnectedness with the universe. To ignore this wisdom is to forfeit the foundation of our own spiritual integrity and personal fulfillment. It is remain to shackled by the illusions of fleeting desires rather than ascending to the heights of transcendental knowledge. To the youth of today, I implore you, do not dismiss these teachings as archaic or irrelevant. The Upanishads do not merely speak of a distant, idealized future. They offer practical and transformative principles that can radically enhance the way you navigate life. They urge you to recognize the divinity within, to seek knowledge beyond the confines of materialism, and to live in alignment with the universal order that governs all of existence. In doing so, you unlock not only the potential for individual greatness but the collective evolution of society itself. Consider the wisdom they impart as an invaluable inheritance, one that has withstood the test of time and continues to shine as a beacon of truth. By integrating these ancient principles into your daily life, you will not only cultivate a life of greater meaning and purpose, but will also contribute to the flourishing of a world that desperately needs the harmony, compassion, and wisdom these teachings inspire. In a world increasingly dominated by ephemeral trends and distractions, the profound teachings of the Upanishads stand as an antidote of spiritual fragmentation. They offer us the means to ascend from the ignorance to the enlightenment, from darkness to light, and from the impermanent to eternal. It is only through a deep, sustained commitment to these truths that we, as individuals and as a collective, can realize our fullest potential and emerge as beacons of wisdom in an often tumultuous world. Embrace the ancient wisdom of the Upanishads, for it is not a relic of the past, but the most powerful tool for your growth, fulfillment, and ultimate liberation. Let it be the light that guides you through the complexities of modern world. As you ascend to the highest peaks of human consciousness and realize the divine potential that lies dormant within you. As we conclude our journey through the profound teachings of the 10 major Upanishads, we find ourselves at a threshold of a deeper understanding, not just of the scriptures themselves, but of our own existence, purpose, and connection to the universe. These ancient texts, though thousands of years old, resonate with a timeless wisdom that continues to guide us in our fast paced, material driven world. The Upanishads have imparted to us the knowledge that we are not mere individuals but lost in the chaos of life, but that we are interconnected with the divine, with each other, and with the eternal truth that transcends the fleeting nature of the world. Through self realization, we discover that the ultimate goal is not external achievements or possessions, but inner peace, spiritual enlightenment, and realization of our own divine nature. Let us remember that the Upanishads are just not subject to be studied, but a way of life to be practiced. They urge us to look beyond the illusions of the material world, to seek wisdom, and to realize the true freedom lies in transcending the limitations of the ego and embracing our higher self. As you carry forward the lessons learned from these sacred texts, may you do so with a deep sense of purpose and commitment. Let the teachings of the Upanishads inspire you to lead a life of righteousness, compassion, and self awareness. Strive not for transient desires, but for the eternal truth that lies within and all around you. This is not the end, but rather a new beginning, a continual unfolding of the self towards infinite, the eternal, and the divine. May these teachings illuminate your path and guide you to a life of fulfillment, peace, and ultimate liberation. Remember The journey of the Upanishads is not one of mere intellectual understanding, but a profound spiritual transformation. Continue to seek, to reflect, and to evolve. For the wisdom of the Upanishads is not a destination, but a lifelong pursuit. May you forever be guided by the light of this ancient wisdom as you walk through your path with clarity, purpose, and divine consciousness. Wishing everyone an advanced happy Pongal, Makar Sankaranti, and Uttarayan. Best regards, Raju Krishnan, Hyderabad.